Are you looking for a podcast about the most divisive two-tailed character of all time?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Oh!
Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
How are you?
I'm lovely. How are you?
I'm not too bad today. It's pretty good.
Good, hanging in there.
Pretty good day.
We had a really great weekend this last Saturday. We streamed Gris, didn't we?
Yes, it was lovely.
As of the air date of this podcast, anyway.
You already saw the surprise. You were very shocked.
Surprise?
Yeah.
In the game, or do you have a surprise for me?
I have a surprise for you.
What?
But you already know about it because this has already happened.
I
You loved it. You said, "Yay, so cool."
Okay.
Remember
no
that?
pressure. Yeah, I remember. It was great. I loved the surprise.
You went just like that, like, "Yay, so cool." You did it like on stream like 5 times.
Yay, so cool. Yay, so cool.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm so excited to play that though.
I am too. Listeners, go watch the stream. It is up on YouTube as of right now.
Yeah, and I would imagine we beat it. And then we just cried horribly.
We wept in each other's arms.
So, okay. Have you ever done that before? Have you ever, like, wept in somebody's arms?
Oh, yeah. I do a lot of weeping.
But not like you were just crying. You wept with somebody. You shared a weeping moment together. Just, oh, we feel this so much.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
So, you know, we're going to do that in this game, hopefully, because it's going to be that moving. What did you do that for?
Just some personal life stuff that I don't really want to get into, but...
That's not even that, man, okay. Well then you're going to hate mine.
Okay. Is it a movie?
No.
A TV show?
It was a TV show.
Okay. The Simpsons.
No. I've done this
sure?
one time ever, and somebody listening is just waiting to raise their hand going, "It was with me.
Is it Ferdin?
I know what happened. It was totally with Ferdin."
Of course it was.
It was the last episode of How I Met Your Mother.
Oh my god.
We were so about it, man. We literally just looked at each other and embraced and cried because we were so happy about what was happening.
You guys are so damn cute.
Oh my god. Speaking of that, did you see our
Your Sims gay couple?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. That Taylor accidentally created somehow.
Which is the thing I have to tell you I'm mad at you for.
Mad at me?
I'm mad at you. You brought the Sims into this household.
Yeah, I did. Are you guys so into it?
I am playing 0% of it.
Ugh.
But Taylor got the mobile one that's like on your phone.
I've never had the mobile Sims.
Oh my god, she has not stopped. It's literally all the time. I actually got a text today that said, "I found the Wi-Fi at PetSmart.
Oh god.
I can play it all day now." Dude, she is so about The Sims. I was like, you could play the real one. I bought it because Kelsey made me.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, "But then you couldn't play anything." And I was like, "How's that any different than when Tomb Raider comes out?" And it's like, "Oh, your PlayStation's blocked off for a month." I was like, "It's fine." And she was like, "Well, maybe." So Taylor may be getting into Sims 4 at some point.
Yeah, once you pop, you can't stop.
Does that Sim character not look exactly like me?
It's identical to you, and she just
was
accidentally...
so scared. No, yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
So, okay, so I don't know how the real game works. But so she made... Well, actually, she didn't even make the one that was Ferdin. He was just like... He just came out that way, and she just changed his hair.
He was born this way, just a preloaded Sim?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the guy that he got with was also just a Sim that was found in the game, and she just happened to like put glasses on him and went, "Oh shit!" Like she crafted none of that face, none of the body.
That's so weird.
She just like turned to me and said, "You and Ferdin are in my game." I was like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "You know that gay couple that I had get married?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Look at him." And she just turned it around. I was like, "Hey, look, it's me." I'm glad you saw that. I thought you would like it, and I thought you'd be happy that The Sims exists in this house, and I hate it.
So good. I can't stop.
We literally walk around now just going, warble glooble.
Isn't it just like, it just lives inside of you. You never know you can speak Simlish until you hear it. You're like, I've spoken this my whole life.
Anytime they say something just ridiculous, I just say it like 50 times.
My favorite is when they're like working out, and they're like, nah, Ricky, nah, Rishkadu. And they like sing to each other. It's the best.
Do you actually know the Sim language?
I mean, I know phrases.
Okay. That's really fun. Like we just say random shit to each other. Like, I don't know how many times they go to like a dinner party and they just go like, Margle Flugel.
Yep.
I've heard that shit so many times. And I'm like, oh, are they eating again?
All right, let me get this crispy thing popped open.
Oh, me too. Haven't had one. Oh, that was loud.
Cracking it.
That topped out.
So, Robert, I went to an escape room the other day. While you were gone in England and I had nothing better to do. No, we were out for Richard's birthday weekend, so we went to this escape room place. A traditional escape room is just one room, or a couple of rooms that you have to get out of, and
just like connected.
Yeah, like several large rooms. And
because I've done one, and it was like you had to solve something in the first room that let you into the next, and then let you into the final room. But it was all like one room, and you were constantly going from like the first to the third to take back other things and stuff. Yeah,
and there's like 30 to 40 small puzzles in the big rooms, and you get out in about an hour. Yeah. So this different escape room that I went to, it's a hallway lined with doors, essentially. And each
that's
door...
kind of terrifying.
It is a little bit weird.
Okay.
Each door is a mini escape room.
Okay.
So, but it's also like a chain of escape rooms. So like you go into the first one and you have like 3 to 5 minutes to solve one puzzle, and that leads you into the next room. And then you have another 3 to 5 minutes to solve that room. And so it's a chain of like 2 to 4 rooms. And if you fail out at any point, like say if you get through the first room but fail in the second one, then you have to leave the series of rooms entirely, go back to the first one, get back through the second one, so you can continue on to the third one.
So are there like people behind you, and so you could pretend like do you have to like get back in like a queue, or is it like, all right, this is your hallway, this is your shining hotel lobby thing, so you got to make it through?
So the whole lobby is basically the hallway is full of groups of people that are trying to do the whole thing, essentially. Okay. So you can go in like groups of 2 to 5, and you work on like one series of rooms at a time. So if you're working on this room, another group is working on the room next to you, and then another group is working on a different room. It's all totally separate. But
so it's like putt-putt golf sometimes, where it's like, okay, I gotta wait for them to finish the room so I can get in that room. Okay.
Yes, we did have an experience like that. We're just like waiting in line, like, come on, these people have tried 10 times.
Oh my god. Okay.
But we were one of those couples at one point, because we were standing in the hallway and we're just like trying to figure out what we're doing wrong in this room. And it's one of those rooms that has this crazy tall tower. Like, you know how like at a McDonald's place or whatever, you have those big obstacle course towers. It's like a column with like platforms inside of it that you have to climb up. Yeah. So you go all the way up into that, and there's like a pirate's nest at the very top of it that you have to ring a bell in, and then there's also stuff that's all around the room that you have to jump around like you're on a Mario platform. So
this is a very physical escape room, it sounds like.
Yes. Oh my god, it was way more physical than I
kind of digging that.
It was really fun. It was different, but we were exhausted.
It sounds like a Mexican game show.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen some of those where it's like, okay, this wolf's gonna chase you, and you have to climb through this like net of wires, and hopefully you make it out before he grabs your ankles? Okay.
Yes, that's about how it was. Okay. So we were kind of fucking exhausted after we tried this stupid pirate thing several times, and we're just leaning against the wall like, what are we doing wrong? And this couple comes by, and they have this 9-year-old son, and they're like, we just did this one, do you guys need help? And we're like, yeah, we could use a clue. And they were like, why don't you borrow our son?
Oh my god. Okay.
And they fucking walked away before I could say, like, I don't want your child as a responsibility in my life.
Just hang on. Excuse me. Borrow our son.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Why don't you just borrow our son? Like, let me just leave this 9-year-old with you. You don't know his name. You don't know if he has any allergies or any kind of disease. You don't know if he's going to have a seizure. Like, I could have drugged this kid. I could have taken him. God. I could have been some kind of a molester or a person who sells children on the black market. I could have given him drugs. I don't know.
If you were in an escape room, you're good people.
I guess. I mean, we did escape the room, so.
Okay.
It was just the weirdest experience.
Hang on, though. What did borrowing a 9-year-old child have to do with solving the puzzle? I gotta know now.
So he did the like spider monkey thing where he ran up into the bell tower because it's a timed thing. So you have to fucking like there's one section where you have to swing across a rope, and then another section where you have to jump across platforms, and then the bell tower that you have to climb up inside. And it's not possible for less than 3 people to complete this room unless you're like insanely fit or tiny. And I'm not.
I want to go to this Uncharted escape room. This sounds really great. Fun.
I think you would enjoy it a lot. We should go.
Man.
It's close by. I got to be an honorary parent for 15 minutes or so.
I was gonna say like your 5-minute room, and then they were like, "We need him back."
I mean, we came out and his parents were not there, and I was like, "Kid, you gotta go."
Did you just go like,
"You gotta go find him"?
Hi.
I was just like, "Thanks, but we're done with you now. Please leave my custody."
I just imagine you were great. Well, no, you were freaking out. You're like, "Oh," and then he's just like, "Dude, so what do you want to do next? What's up?"
That's exactly how it was. What are we doing?
Do you want to go to the next room?
No, please, for the love of God.
What did Richard do? Was he just like, I'm gonna just like stand back and watch you be weird about it?
He was exactly the same as me. We were both just like, what is happening?
I just see him like, I'm just gonna stand stoically and look for your parents. Like, nope, they're still not here. Fuck.
Hopefully that kid found his parents in the end.
You left him?
I left him. It's just like, you gotta go. I'm not a mom.
Well, it's been nice knowing you, kid.
No, my problem if he goes missing in an escape room.
Well, I haven't seen anything on the news that says like missing star 9-year-old of the escape room. That's pretty amazing. I love that.
It was terrifying in the moment, but it's over now, and I have to imagine that he is back with his parents.
He found his way back.
Yeah.
He crawled through the beach. He made it back to the ocean. It's all good.
Some say you can still see him up in that pirate's nest.
Ding, 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 ding. And then, on a long, cold night, you can still hear them say, "Would you like to borrow our child?"
God, what if they were ghosts? What if they were all ghosts in the end?
What if that's the whole thing? They were just helpful ghosts that like help stranded room goers, and they were just like, "Borrow our son."
I've helped them move on to the next life.
Oh man,
the next series of escape rooms. God, what a thought!
This is great. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. I love that so much.
Yeah, it was a time.
My escape room, not even close to that awesome. In my escape room experience, it was a lot of me just going like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I opened up the oven and found that key. That was cool, right? That was like the first thing we did. Remember that?
There's like 2 types of escape room goers. There's the kind that are just like accidentally finding clues and not knowing what to do with them. And there's the type that are just ripping shit off the walls to get out.
I would open everything. I'd look at everything, but then somebody would go, "This is like a 2694 cipher with like an encryption key of blah." And I'm like, how do you know what that is? And then they would just solve it and go, "Done." And I'm like, I still don't know what it is.
I fucking love ciphers.
What do I do? But like, do you just know what ciphers are that you would just notice one?
Yeah, I mean, after you've seen a few of them repeatedly,
I guess
kind of start to know what they are.
Maybe I'll get into that when I get into Destiny a bit more, because I bet it's full of weird shit like that.
Destiny?
It's full of some wild shit, man.
Is it?
Yeah. You're just like, okay, how can this be so? Because they give you no clues on how to do those raid things.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you legit just go like, I'm going to pull from every bit of knowledge the cosmos has and try them all to see what is the one key.
So Destiny is like a big escape room, is what you're saying.
Actually, the raids is exactly what they are. Yes, 100%.
That's crazy.
I watched a stream of these guys trying to figure out one. It was 11 hours, and they had just cracked, like, the first half of that raid.
Holy shit. I don't think I've ever played...
It's a task, man.
I've maybe played The Sims for 11 hours in a time. But
they were like, well, we've streamed as long as we can. We'll try it next time.
God.
Like, that was just them, like, just going, okay, what if we do this? Maybe it'll work. Like, you just don't know. You just try shit.
Man, I don't know. Games like that are fun. I've been playing this game recently called GTFO. Have you heard of it?
Yes. It's supposed to be kind of like a Left 4 Dead thing, right?
I wanted it to be like a Left 4 Dead thing. So
okay. It's
like Left 4 Dead if every creature that you run into in Left 4 Dead was a witch.
Okay.
So the whole thing about the game is like there are only 6 levels, and when I bought this game I was like, 6 levels, it's gonna be like 2 hours of play, that's it.
Yeah.
No. So you start in, you're in like a facility, everything is dark or dimly lit at least, and you kind of round the corner and you see your first monster, and the monsters, they only like, so how am I going to explain this? They only party at night. When you see the monster, they mostly just stand still or like twitch a little bit, and you can only move when the monster is not moving. And you can't run. You have to crouch and walk, and you can't shine your light on them. So you have to be in the fucking dark and just like slowly walk up to these motherfuckers and hit them with a hammer until they die.
Okay.
And if you miss them on a hit, or if you like accidentally run, or if you turn your flashlight on and one of them sees you, it's pretty much game over, because all the monsters activate in the room. They all see you and they all run towards you. It's terrible. So I've been trying to play it. You're pretty much required to have a solid 4-stack that agrees to do stealth. Because
so Ferden can never play this game.
Is he not a stealth man?
So every time I ever played Left 4 Dead with him, anytime there was a witch, he would just like run up and go, "I'm a pee on her," and I was like, "I'm not saving you this time."
That's not the strategy.
He would constantly just go up to them and see like how far he could push her before she would just like rip his face off.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
Okay.
It's fun, but at the same time, like, it took us probably 8 hours of gameplay to get through the first room.
Yeah.
Because you basically learn by trial and error, and it's random enemy generation too, so it's not the same every time you go through.
Yeah.
So you have to just like quietly creep around and like look around corners and be silent and stealthy. It just takes forever, and I like it a lot, but I just can't beat it. It's driving me nuts. It's by the same people that make Payday and Payday 2, which...
You know what? I was bad at that game.
Really?
I tried it once, but I did it solo.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, I just like fucking got wrecked and was like, fuck this game. I never played it again.
That's another one I think you need a 4-stack for, to have like a proper team. I downloaded it because I like GTFO, but the stealth was just not happening for me. So
yeah,
I downloaded Payday 2, and I've been trying to play that. It's fun. I'm not great at it, but it's fun.
You know, I guess that's the difference between online friends and the lonely boy. I always heard those were good, though, and the idea intrigues me to no end.
Yeah, I love a heist. Want to be part of a heist, you know?
But, like, even Left 4 Dead, that was still mostly just, like, 2 of us at a time anytime I ever played it.
Left 4 Dead is fun because it's basically just a run and gun kind of game. You know, you can run in, you can shoot. You don't have to stop running. You don't have to stop shooting. There's no real strategy about it. It's just like shoot the things that are coming at you and you're gonna be fine. With games like GTFO or other games where you have to stealth, it's like you have to plan out your every move, and it can be a little bit mentally exhausting.
Yeah, but... I'm not. Well, see, that's kind of how I feel with like survival horror games.
Yeah, that's what this is classified as.
Because, like, Resident Evil, I love Resident Evil, and I've played pretty much all of them, right?
Yeah.
But God, when I, like, think about going to play one, I hate it. Because I'm like, ugh, I gotta, like, conserve all my ammo. Like, I gotta think too hard, and then I gotta stress about it, because what if I miss that headshot? Then I'm fucking down a bullet, and that's a big deal.
I know.
You know? Like, it's just stressful.
Yeah.
So, do you like stress games? Games that just induce stress?
See, that's a complicated question. Because one of my favorite games, State of Decay 2,
Okay.
a lot of people would consider that to be a stressful game because there are like large hordes of enemies that come at you. You have limited supplies, you have limited ammo, you have to keep your community fed, you have to keep them happy. And there's a lot of just problems that pop up, and it's basically just like problem management the entire time. You have to do what's good for the people, or do what's good for you, or do what's good for your other camps, or do what's good for your camp. And I fucking love that game. It's just, it's so strategic and so complicated. But
see, the only like complicated games that I like that are like tower defense games.
The only tower defense I have ever enjoyed is Plants vs. Zombies.
That is my favorite one, so
it's so good.
Like, I love that style of game, but there's not many that I've played except for that one.
Yeah.
I'm actually playing a game.
What are you playing?
It's not stressful because it's hard like that.
Okay.
It's stressful just because it's janky as shit right now.
Okay.
I'm playing the new Star Wars game.
Oh, what's that called?
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
I was like, that came out in like November. It's bound to be patched up pretty good, right?
Right.
Wow, that's a janky game still.
Still.
Oh yeah, like you can just be like walking around and the music will just like stop, but if you turn the camera, the music comes back on.
That's creepy.
Turn the camera the other way and it just stops again, and it's like, what's going on? I don't know, sometimes you're like, this jump should be relatively easy because I've just made that jump 2 seconds ago, and then it's like it just doesn't pick up the collision of where he's supposed to land, and he just like falls through everything.
Oh damn.
It's my first Dark Souls style game. I've never played anything like that before.
What do you mean by Dark Souls style?
So this game's combat is not just like run in, mash a button, swing your lightsaber, win, right?
Okay.
It's very like you have to like wait for the right moment, block at the perfect time, or dodge at the perfect time. Like, you have to be very strategic in your battles.
I don't block. The block button is for people that have a plan.
That's all this game is. You would never make it past like the first area then. You have to be blocking, and you have to parry sometimes.
Always be blocking.
I don't parry a lot. So my big one is I just like block a lot until they finish their little attack, and then I like hit them twice, and then I roll out of the way, and that builds up my block meter, and then I just let them, I just block, hit them twice, roll away. So it takes me like forever to kill people. But it's fun. It's good. I think I will have enjoyed playing it when I'm done. Like, I just kind of want to know where it's going.
Yeah.
But the game itself is not the most fun. But like, when it works, it really works.
So is it still like in beta, or is it just bad?
It's just janky. Because,
Okay.
I mean, like, it came out. It is an official game.
Yeah. Well, GTFO is still in beta, so they're still like, it's kind of
Figuring
in the
it
oven.
out. Yeah. Oh, no, this was a game. This is the real game. It is the way it is. It's never going to change.
All right. Well, hopefully they patch it. I don't know.
I have one major problem with that game. When you lightsaber animals, they react correctly. Like, if you chop a dude in half, he splits in half.
Okay.
Right? When you do that to people, though, they just go like, "Oh, I've been sabered," and then they just die.
Okay.
It's like old Western movies when people get shot and they just like clutch their chest and then just like fall over.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I lightsaber your face, your face better fly away.
It's toast. It's gone. Face frisbee.
Peoples don't do that, but animals, body parts and shit fly off.
That's disturbing.
Which is weird. But I'm like, I just want to like chop a stormtrooper's leg off and watch it just like fling away.
Don't we all?
So, I'm playing that. It's pretty good. I'll beat it and then probably never touch it again.
Okay, that's fair. I'm playing another game that's in beta. We're playing a lot of games lately, aren't we? Shit.
This is like the first game I've played in a long time.
This is very...
This is great.
Gamery
But what else
podcast.
you playing?
It's called... I think you're going to like this game. It's called World of Horror.
Okay.
It's based on the works of Junji Ito. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay, I'm going to send you a picture of this gameplay. So
Okay.
I feel like you know this artist, but you may not know him by name. So I've just sent you a picture in the Discord.
I
Tell
mean, it
me your
looks
thoughts.
dope.
Yeah. So
It looks like Parasite, not the Korean movie, the anime.
I don't know if I know that anime. Let me look that up because I would be curious to see if that's this author.
If
Parasite.
I will send you a picture.
Ooh, gross.
I will send you a picture of what I am imagining. Oh, I spelled it wrong. It's the very first scene, and this guy looks pretty much like that. Oh yeah, right there. Here you go.
Oh man, yeah, that's. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so this author he was like big in the 90s and the early 2000s. He did a lot of like body horror kind of anime manga stuff. So
Okay.
he's most famous for a couple different stories.
Dude, I like body horror stuff, so.
I do too. Do you remember that No Sleep story where it was about like a mountain that people would go to and there were windows in the mountain that they would go through and then they wouldn't come out ever again?
There were windows?
Yeah, does that ring a bell?
No.
So it's his most famous story is about a mountain that people go to and they find that there is like a them shaped hole there.
Okay.
Like the
That
hole is
sounds
just
dope.
perfectly their shape. And so they instinctively just go into the hole and they never come out again. And people
I love everything about that synopsis.
I know. So people in
Okay.
the town like keep hearing, people go to this mountain and they never come back. So they go to the mountain and they see the hole and they know that if they go in that hole, they won't ever come back. But they're like, but it's shaped like me. I gotta go in there. So it's just like creepy, kind of almost Lovecraftian sort of stuff.
Send me his name again. And
Junji Ito.
I'm gonna go to like the fucking library, man.
Yeah. He's pretty awesome. I'm super into it. I would not read his stuff before bed, but
Oh, I will.
yeah, I know you will.
Okay.
So this game is called World of Horror, and
Okay.
the thing I think you're gonna like best about it is that all the different little storylines in it have alliterative names. It's so good. So let me pull up some of them.
Oh, alliteration. It's like my favorite thing about language.
Yes, it's mine too.
Oh my god. I love alliteration.
Let's see. So they have, I think 8 different stories right now, and some of the titles I'm going to read to you.
Oh, so is this like another like ongoing game?
They're in beta right now also, so they're
Okay,
releasing
cool.
a few things at a time, I think. It's definitely obviously in beta. Like when you play it, you're just, I don't know.
Well, yeah, but still.
It's very good.
Well, because you said there were 8 stories for now, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to come out with more for sure.
Okay,
but
cool.
here's some of my favorite titles. So this
Okay.
one's called Spine-Chilling Story of School Scissors.
Okay.
We
Oh,
also
okay.
have Horrible History of Household Hell, Far Out Fable of a Fear Festival.
Nice.
I just love all these so much. They're very good.
F's are good.
Yes, I love Fs. But yeah, so basically it's almost like a point and click adventure. The controls are still a little bit weird. The whole thing is like you're trying to balance your sanity with your stamina. You're fighting ghosts and shit
Okay.
along the way. Just horrifying. There's a lot of jump scares. So I will warn you, if you're not into
Okay.
jump scares, maybe don't play this. But
Okay.
I'm enjoying it a lot.
Are you playing it in headphones?
No.
Oh man. Okay.
The style of the game is very like old school Microsoft 95 kind of system.
I was gonna say it looks like Return of the Obra Dinn, which
Yeah.
I still need to play.
You would love that game, man. It's so fucking good.
I have it. It's sitting right there. I look at it
Why
every
don't you
day
play
and go,
it?
I'm gonna play that. And
That should be our
then
next
I don't.
stream.
Well, we gotta do Gris first, and then we gotta bet again.
We just did Gris, so let's come up with another bet.
Okay. Listeners, where's the bet? Jesus. Come on. I have a couple, like, small games like that for us to play.
Yeah. You have so many games.
So, we have Inside.
Yes.
I have NeoCab.
I've not heard of that one.
You are like a cab driver in the city. So, it's all, like, automatic cars. Like, self-driving cars.
Uh-huh.
But you're one of the only cabs that is, like, operated by a human. And you're trying to find your friend that is missing in the city, and as you pick up people, you're gathering clues and slowly becoming part of her mystery and getting in trouble.
Okay.
It's supposed to be dope, so one day I'll play it.
It's like that game that I played a few months ago called Night Shift. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like that.
And then we should play this game just because, but I bet you've already played it before.
What is it?
We need to play Papers, Please.
Oh, I have not played that. Richard's played the heck out of it, though.
I have had it for a billion years, too, and it's like, I want to do some customs passport stuff.
That's the same guy who did Obra Dinn, right?
I think so.
I think so,
actually. Yeah.
It's so well made.
But yeah, I'm digging the look. Like as soon as you sent me this screenshot, I was like, that looks like Obra Dinn.
Yeah, it's totally up your alley.
I like that old, like, retro look stuff sometimes.
Yes.
It works really good. So, being in early access, are you still buying it?
You know what? I'm not sure. I think it was free on one of those Game Pass things, but I'm not 100%.
Okay, because I know GTFO is like $20-$30, right?
It was $35, and I regret spending that much on it. I'm mad.
Well, now that you own it, when it's done, maybe you'll be like, it was worth the $35.
Maybe. Doubtful.
So I'm digging that. I like that. I'm going to look that up. And I'm probably going to go to the library and check out this guy's books if they're really that creepy.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Have you been keeping up with the Xbox announcements?
Just a couple. I haven't really looked at too much lately, but I heard... Because everyone's trying to, nobody wants to act first, right?
Right.
But I think Xbox finally just came out and said, we basically have our computational output nailed down.
Yeah.
And so the Xbox One X, the most powerful system on the planet right now, I believe sits at 6 teraflops.
Yes.
And the new Xbox Series Next, or X, whatever it's called. Fuck this thing.
Xbox Series, whatever. The next one in the series.
Yeah. I believe they said it was going to be like 12 teraflops.
12 fucking teraflops. First of all, I don't even know what a teraflop is. Second of all, I don't think I could ever fill 12 of them. What is the point to have 12 teraflops? Like, is that for processing?
That's like graphics. So that's like getting like, what brand of graphics card do you have? NVIDIA?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say the Xbox One X is a NVIDIA 1660, right?
Okay.
And this new one is an RTX 2080 Ti.
So, it just seems like too much processing power. I don't know. Like, I'm just questioning the business decision.
Go back to that Hellblade trailer when we were watching the Game Awards live. That was strictly like in-game how shit will look, and that looked crazy awesome, right?
It did. It looked quite crisp.
Because of that 12 teraflops, man.
Okay, well.
That's what it does. It makes you go, fuck, that's real.
I guess if 12 teraflops can do that, it's doing something.
I'm gonna watch a video later. I'll plug these people. I already give them money.
Okay.
Do you ever watch Digital Foundry on
No,
YouTube?
but I think you've told me about them.
I give them $5 a month to let them do what they do because I love what they do. So I'm part of their Patreon. I give them money. But they actually put out a video, I think last night, about the 12 teraflop thing.
Uh-huh.
And so I was going to watch it, but they do have some lengthy videos sometimes.
Okay.
And so it's like 22 minutes, which of course for me is done in like 15 because I, pod fast it.
You're ridiculous.
I'm just like, tell me the teraflops now! So yeah, I'm going to watch that later, and maybe next time we can talk about it, because I think the PlayStation has kind of hinted at what theirs will be, but I don't know.
Okay.
But I think they're focusing not so much on the raw power like the Xbox is, and they're focusing more on this no loading thing.
I do like that. I hate sitting in a loading screen.
They never want you to know that this game has to load itself.
Isn't that crazy? Like, I think of just how far we've come, and I remember, I don't know, back on the Nintendo, when you like plug in the cartridge after fucking blowing on it 6 times, it's its own personal loading screen.
Yeah. And
you stick it in, and you have to like wait for the game to load, and then you have to hit start, and then you have to wait for the level to load, and then you have to fucking play through it, and then you die, and you have to wait again for the level to load. It's just, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, the Star Wars game that I'm playing, you die, and it's like 3 minutes before you get back into the game.
God. In
like,
GTFO...
Like you just sit there.
When you die in GTFO... The loading screen that they have in there is kind of cool because it's thematic. Basically, you're taken into this, what's called a drop cage. So you're strapped in like a roller coaster, and it's in first person, and you are essentially being dropped down into a building from stories above. So you're just like watching it drop while it loads.
I've been like really on a kick with these old Batman games right now because I keep telling Taylor about them. But like the Rocksteady Batman games like Arkham Asylum and all that shit.
Yeah.
So when you died in those, their loading was like the character insulting you for how you died.
Oh, man.
So like if you died to the Penguin, right? Even if they're not the one that killed you, you died in like his area, Yeah. He would be like, "Oh, I expected more from you, Batman." And then, like, he'd say something stupid, right?
That's clever.
But, like, you never saw the same one. They had at least probably 10 takes for each bad guy.
Damn.
And so you never really felt the loading because you got to watch something at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, that's a cool way to go about it. Yeah.
I like that.
But to think that now you'll just never see loading, period. I don't know how many single-player games that you play, but one of the ways they like to hide loading screens is like, I'm gonna crawl through a cave.
Yeah.
It's like every time you're going to like a new area, you're crawling through like the same little animation, right?
Yeah.
And that's how they're loading the world you're gonna come out on.
Tomb Raider
at the
does
end
that
of the
a lot.
cave. Yeah. God of War does that a lot. You are crawling through a little cave thing. And the Star Wars game, you crawl through a bunch of like crawl spaces. Right?
Okay.
So that would be a thing that we wouldn't do anymore with this like loading being gone. You would
no
just
more crawl spaces.
Go where you're going. Yeah.
Only free open world from me.
So I'm curious to see where all these go, but I don't know if the raw power is going to win me over.
We'll see.
But I gotta say, being part of the Game Pass thing,
yeah, that's fucking. I might
miss that whenever my subscription goes away.
Yeah.
I hope be like, I want my Xbox again.
I hope they do it forever. But I know they won't.
Yeah.
Well, you know what game doesn't have a loading screen?
What game doesn't have a loading screen?
A new game that I made for you.
Oh!
Are you ready?
Oh, man. You've been kind of talking this up. You were real excited.
I am real excited. Okay. So I went to a trivia game a couple of weeks ago now where it was like bar trivia, but it was huge and elaborate. So there were 40 tables of 10 people each.
Uh-huh.
It was a big ass trivia night. My table fucking won because we're amazing. First place, baby. But nice. One of their categories was they named a couple of items and you had to tell them if it was an ice cream flavor from Ben and Jerry's.
Okay.
Or a metal band.
Okay.
And it was more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
Nah, so easy, man.
So I didn't take any of the answers that they gave because I wanted to make some unique ones, but I looked up some metal bands and some Ben & Jerry's flavors, and I've got a list of 11 items here for you.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So, first of all, I want to read you this website that I got the metal bands from. It's
Okay.
called discogs.com, and then there's like this list created by a user, and it's called
Okay.
Underrated and Obscure Hard Rock / Metal Bands.
Ooh.
His description for this is what gets me. There's like no punctuation at all.
Okay.
So he says, underground hard rock / metal bands, mostly from the end 70s to the start 90s, and some newer bands in the vein of the old school. Most consist of the 80s at the golden era of metal. If you expect the likes of Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Dio, Motorhead, Iron Maiden, except the big four: Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax, German Big Four Creator, Sodom, Destruction, Tankard, power metal like Halloween, Manowar, hair metal like Motley Crue, Twisted Sister, Guns N' Roses, you'll be very disappointed.
Okay.
So
This guy's serious about his metal bands,
he's fucking serious about them. He listed literally like 600 bands. I went out and
Oh my
picked
god.
my favorite few. So
Okay.
let's get into it. I'm going to give you an item. You're just going to tell me ice cream or band. Ready?
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, first one. Glampfire.
That's a metal band.
That's an ice cream.
Damn.
Good
Really?
start. Good start. Here we go.
Wow. Okay.
Number 2. Split Beaver.
That's a metal band.
That's a metal band.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way Beaver's in an ice cream.
You never know.
I don't know, man.
What about Maltese Falcon?
So hang on. These are all Ben & Jerry's brand
Yes.
ice cream? Or okay. That is an ice cream, though.
That's a metal band.
Damn.
All right, number 4. Urban Bourbon.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Number 5. Dublin Mudslide.
Ooh, ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Number 6. Pecan Resist.
That's a metal band.
That's an ice cream.
Damn. Resist them pecans.
7.
That sounds like an anime ice cream. Pecan resist.
Pecan Resist.
Oh
I don't
my
know what the
God.
pun they're going for there. Like, you can resist? You can't resist? Pecan
I don't
Resist?
know. Damn. Okay.
All right. Number 7. Limelight.
I know that's a song, but it's totally a band.
It's a band.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right. Number 8. Pucker Upper.
Oh man, that could totally be ice cream. And it is.
It is.
Yes. Okay.
You're doing
Good.
so good. You got 5 out of 8.
I know my obscure metal bands.
All
Not
right.
Really.
Number 9. Voodoo Child.
Okay. See, that's another song. I'm trying to like picture like what flavors they would be, right?
Yeah.
And in that, no, that's a band.
That's a band.
Okay, good.
All right. Number 10. Wavy Gravy.
Oh, that would be the nastiest ice cream. Oh, give me some of that wavy gravy. I'm gonna go ice cream though.
It's an ice cream. Good job.
Yes. Oh.
All right.
There's no way. Sorry, there's just no way a metal band's gonna come out and here's wavy gravy. Like, no. It's
I don't
never
even know
gonna
what
fly.
flavor it is. I have to look it up because that sounds so gross.
Okay.
All right. Number 11. Final one. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Treat.
Treat. Oh, okay. That's a band.
That's a band.
Oh yes.
You got 8 out of 11. That's so good.
I just had to wrap my mind around how to think about it, and then I was nailing them.
You nailed it.
I just had to think about my old Guitar Hero band names and go, "Psh, I'd never use Wavy Gravy.
I don't know. I think Wavy Gravy is a pretty good one.
Mine was always Tipsy Fingers.
Yeah,
that
that's
was my
good.
band name. It was because my brother was drunk when I asked him to name my band, and he was like, "Your fingers are moving so fast," and he was like, "Tipsy Fingers," and it just stuck, and I never changed it. I used
beautiful.
it from Guitar Hero 1 all the way to like Rock Band 4.
Damn.
Always. That was a fun game.
I'm glad you liked it.
I
I
liked
worked
that game.
very hard on it.
That was very good. No, when you were like, yeah, this guy listed like 600 bands, I was like, holy shit.
It was so many. Like, I just went through this website.
That's like you writing a dissertation,
yes.
Almost.
It's so fucking many. Like, literally 563 bands.
God.
Number 563 on his list, just barely made the cut. Mournblade.
Mournblade. Oh, that's a good band name.
Yeah.
I like that. But you know what's better?
What's better?
Wavy Gravy.
All right.
But I would only be introduced as Wavy Gravy and then just come out all crazy.
Like noodle arms, like wacky, inflatable arm filling tube, man. Wavy Gravy.
Straight up singing like the most like death metal shit, but the whole time with the arms going. Just the arms going all crazy. That would be great. That. You opened with a really big story. I wanted to tell you a story.
Okay.
Are you ready for the story?
Spin me a tale. Weave me a journey of words.
You are not fucking ready for this story.
Oh, shit.
So the other day, it was Sunday, actually, right?
Uh-huh.
I'd gotten done editing the show, did all the stuff, and I was like, oh, I haven't, like, played with my computer a lot since I've been home, right? I was like, I'm just gonna, like, mess around with a few games, update some stuff. So I was sitting here, I was doing stuff, and Toast kind of comes up and just, like, starts, like, gently pawing at my pants, right?
Yeah.
And he just looks up all sad, like, Father, please let me sit with you.
Oh.
And I was like, do you want to get up here? And he used to always sit in my lap, right?
Yeah.
Like, anytime I played games or anything, he always sat in my lap. Like, that's what we did, right? And I was like, dude, you never get in my lap anymore. This is great.
Aw.
Jump up here, bud. So he jumps up in my lap. He snuggles in. He's purring all good, right?
Yeah.
And he even kissed my arm.
What a sweet baby.
And I even said to him, I said, dude, you never give me kisses. So the few that I get, insanely precious to me. I love you, man. You are a fantastic cat. I love you. Right?
Okay.
And then, I don't know, he sat up there for like 20 minutes. He kind of got done. And he left. And I was like, oh, God. He stinks.
Oh, no.
I was like, ugh. What a nasty boy. And so I'm sitting here doing my stuff still, and like I would just catch these whiffs of the smell.
Oh,
right?
No.
And I was like, ugh. So I like kind of like rubbed my pants with my hand, smelled my hand. I was like, it doesn't stink though.
Okay.
Like what is this smell? Where is it coming from? Right?
Right.
So I go, whatever. So I was holding the controller in my right hand, and I was rubbing my left pant leg, right?
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. So I got done with the computer. This was stupid. I was like, I'm going to go play the Star Wars game. So plop down on the couch, and I go, come here, Jinx. So I call her up with my right hand, right?
Yeah.
Come here, Jinx. So Jinx gets up there. She curls up, and I look at her head when she lays it down next to my leg, and I was like, what, my cute little girl. And I look at my pant leg, Kelsey.
Robert.
And that motherfucker wiped his ass all across my leg.
No.
That was the smell that I kept smelling. It kept wafting up from the other pant leg. Because I rubbed my pants. I looked. But I was looking at the wrong leg.
Nasty
this
boy.
Dude Superbadded my leg, man. And if anybody knows me, that's the part of that movie that grosses me out the most. I cannot stand that part of that movie. He fucking superbads my leg. And I, like, jump up and I go, I fucking hate you! Because I just told him how much I loved him. And I go, I hate you! And he's sitting there.
Oh, God.
He's sitting there in the floor, and he looks up like, what? And I was like, let me see your butt! And so I like wrench up his tail, and there's just shit everywhere in his back fur, right?
Fucking shit pancake.
So I go, that's it! I said, that's it! And I went into the bathroom, and I got some toilet paper, and I literally laid on top of him and just vigorously wiped this fucker's ass. And he's like, "Wah!" just freaking out.
Oh my god.
I'm picking it out of his fur because he had it like all in his haunches, you know?
Oh my god.
So I'm picking it and then I'm wiping and I was like, it's not good enough. So I threw that in the toilet and I got more toilet paper that I wet and then I came back for more. And then I proceeded to burn that pair of pants.
Yeah, good idea. That's a ruined pair of pants.
And I did not talk to him the rest of the day.
Man.
God, he would like walk up like, "Dad, I'm sorry." And I was like, "You fucking wiped your ass on my leg, dude. I thought you liked me."
He just pretended to love you.
Yeah, I thought we were having a moment.
I thought we were being bros.
Yeah, I told him how much I appreciated him and that he was actually a pretty good cat. And then fucking wiped shit all over my leg.
You didn't tell me I was your toilet paper.
It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I felt so violated.
Yeah, that's some gross shit right there.
I was like, dude. That's kind of how I was, just, dude.
Dude, bruh.
Like, why? I thought we were connecting again.
A sacred trust bond.
And then I, while wiping his ass, for real said, "Now I get what Kelsey's talking about."
Welcome to Shit Pancake Town. Population you and me.
Cats are the worst animal invention of all time.
I just don't know how they do it.
Do not like.
They just
like.
Continue to find new ways to amaze me with the amount of shit they can smear all over the goddamn world.
But I've had him for so long, and this has never happened.
I'm so glad that
Why
was
is
the
it
first
happening
time.
now?
I hope it never happens again.
But like, he's been all about his butt lately.
All about his
So
butt.
I'm wondering if, like, I don't know, things are changing with his butt, and he just doesn't poop the same anymore.
Maybe.
God, I was so disgusted.
Poor baby.
Yes, thank you. Poor me, you're right. Not poor this little dude. And he's laying by my feet right now like, "I love you, Dad."
I'm a stinky boy, but I love you.
You're a good boy, but I'm mad at you still. God, it was the worst. And I could not wait to tell you. I'm checking it off on my list of stories for you right now.
Nasty cat.
This says, I just have it in my notepad. It says, "Toast, superbadding my leg." Check that off. That's happened now. So anyway. Oh, real quick, because I read it today. Mission Impossible 7 is halting production right now.
Really?
Italy, the government of
shit.
Italy has halted production because they don't want massive crowds around each other due to the coronavirus right now.
COVID-19.
Yeah, coronavirus is stopping my Tom Cruise movie from reaching me sooner. I'm getting pissed off.
Did you hear that they might cancel the Olympics? I know. I'm concerned. I'm sorry.
I wish you could see my face.
I can hear your face.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, I hadn't seen that.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't. I mean, they only have a couple of months to decide on whether it's a go. So,
I mean, I guess you just you make sure all the athletes are clean.
Yeah.
And then you let no crowd in to watch any of the events. You just hold the events only.
Right, but they spent like 10 years building stadiums and stuff, you know? Like, that sucks because that's a big tourism boon for...
Man, that's true.
But yeah,
Dude, that sucks. Screw this virus, man.
I know, it's
just
fucking...
getting worse and worse.
It's going to take the world over. It's bad. They are declaring like a state of bad for the U.S. right now.
Damn, man.
It's getting rough. Everybody stay healthy out there.
I mean, you've heard it first here. We are your official coronavirus news source. We've been on it since day one.
Bringing it to you 1 week late, every week.
Pretty much. Well, the Mission Impossible story dropped today, and the show drops next week. So yeah, You're right.
We're very timely podcasts.
I do want to ask you a question, though. It's a real quick question.
Okay.
Because I thought it was really interesting today. I was combing through Chive, right?
Uh-huh.
And this thing said, I had it pulled up here because they had a pretty good list in it. So they had a gallery called "Fake Songs from Movies and TV Are Better Than Today's Jams. Prove Us Wrong."
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So they're fake songs in that they weren't released for like the radio. They were like from a movie,
Okay.
from a TV show. They're still songs, you know.
Yeah.
But the top one on their list, I didn't even realize was a fake song.
Which one?
It was "Scotty Doesn't Know."
I love that song.
I just thought that was a song.
Scotty doesn't know. I mean, it was a song after the movie, though.
Well, yeah, but it was written specifically for that movie.
Yeah,
so therefore, it is a fake song.
It's true. Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel. I kind of get mad when people call the Paul McCartney song "Live and Let Die" a classic rock song. No, it is not. It's a fucking James Bond theme. He wrote it for a James Bond movie, but because it's Paul McCartney, of course it got to be a real song too.
Right.
But it's not a real song. It's a theme song.
Yeah.
I hate that it plays on classic rock stations because you should play all the rest of them then. They're all pretty good. This shit bothers me. So I wanted to know if you had a fake song that you still think is the jam that is from like a movie or a TV show.
Okay, so I have a couple.
Okay.
One of them is... I don't know if it counts because it's a real song, but they sang it in the movie. So, you know, in Scott Pilgrim, when, what is it, Envy and the X's or whatever her band's name is?
Yeah.
They're doing the song Black Sheep.
Yeah.
That's an actual song.
But I thought it was written for that movie because all the songs in that movie were for that soundtrack.
Was it written for the movie?
I'm pretty sure.
Let's see. Oh, the Clash of Demon Head, that's the name of the band.
Because this thing shows Scott Pilgrim on here.
That is such a good song.
Because it even says right here, "I would die for Envy Adams." So I'm pretty sure that song is for that movie.
It was on an album in 2009, and then the movie came out in 2010.
Okay, fine then. So then what about Eminem? He did the song Venom for the movie Venom, but it released on his album, I think, first.
Oh. Yeah,
but it was written for that movie, though.
Let's see. Was Black Sheep made for Scott Pilgrim? Black Sheep is a song written by Metric. It was performed by the Clash of Demon Head in the Scott Pilgrim movie, but was it written for it?
So it's a real song, but performed by them, it's a fake song.
I guess, yeah.
Because that band is fake.
Right. So it's a real song, fake band.
Okay. Still counts.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Okay. And then another one. So have you seen the movie Role Models?
No.
Oh my God, you've got to see that movie. It's so...
I think you've asked me that before. Like, you really like this movie.
It's so funny. It's one of the few movies that I actually own. Like, I own this movie.
Okay.
A physical copy of it, so you know I like it.
Yeah.
It's got Paul Rudd and Seann William Scott. How can you go wrong?
True.
But, so there's like a scene where they're with this other dude, this awkward guy, and he's like trying to think of a song, and he's like, you know that song? It's like, "Love, take me down to the street." And it's like he's singing it over and over, and they're like, "That's not a real song. We don't know what that is."
Okay.
And it's not a real song. I've looked it up, and it's not a real thing. But like at the end of the movie, they have created that song for the credits.
Oh my God, that's perfect.
It is perfect. It's a really catchy song.
I love that.
It's very funny.
So one of the ones that I thought of actually made this list. It's funny. I actually sing that song to myself a lot, still to this day.
What song?
It's from The Simpsons.
Naturally.
Ferdin will know it well. It's when Troy McClure joins the Planet of the Apes musical.
Okay.
And there's a song in it called Dr. Zaius, and it is the fucking jam.
Okay.
And one of the best parts in it, he goes, "Can I play the piano anymore? Why, of course you can. Well, I couldn't before." And I sing that line to myself all the time to this day. It's so
like
good.
A real banger.
But going through this list, I wanted to give you a couple more that you're going to be like, fuck, fake songs are better than real songs.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So let me go back to the beginning because Haley actually said one that made this list. Are you a big Forgetting Sarah Marshall fan?
I've seen it once. It was all right.
I've seen it just once, and I loved it, but I've never watched it again.
Okay.
Like, it is good, but it's never been one of, like, my movies. Right?
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the movie, Jason Segel writes a song called Dracula's Lament.
Yes.
And I remember that song being the fucking bomb.
Yeah.
That made this list, and Haley literally said that as soon as I asked her the question. She goes, dude, the Dracula song from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Like, she had zero hesitation.
Ready to go.
I thought this one was good. Have you ever seen The Wedding Singer?
Yes.
Okay, so they have on here the one where he's like, somebody kill me, please. That is a pretty banging song, though.
It is. I'm trying to think of the name of this one song. The only thing I can remember is Sheets of Egyptian Cotton.
Okay. Okay.
It was from a movie. Uptown Girls? Brittany Murphy.
Okay.
Yes, that song. That's a good song.
Okay.
That's all I've got to say about it. You should look it up.
We're going to have to tag all these. Then, I can't believe I didn't think of this one. And it made this list, and I was like, why the fuck was my first thought not the ninja rap from Ninja Turtles 2?
Oh my god.
Go ninja, go ninja, go! Oh, it's the best song. You're a It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan, right?
Yes.
They put Dayman on here. And Dayman is the jam.
It is the jam.
I do love Dayman. This one was rude. Me and Haley considered this cheating.
Okay.
It's just a gif of the Cantina band from Star Wars.
Yeah, that is cheating.
And we're like, fuck. Yeah. Because that's a pretty good one.
Yeah. I would consider it a real song.
But is it, though?
I think so.
Is it, though?
We played an orchestral version of it at our wedding.
Austin Powers.
Oh, man. All of his fucking songs. God, I love Austin Powers.
So they put on here Daddy Wasn't There.
Yeah.
Which I fucking love.
Wasn't there.
And it got me hardcore into Austin Powers mode today, so I said something to Haley about Squid Pro Row, and she was like, what the fuck?
Nobody ever fucking knows what I'm talking about. Every time I hear the words quid pro quo, which is so often, especially in today's politics, I'm like, Squid Pro Row, okay. Yes.
Would you like to know a secret about that?
Yes.
I have said Squid Pro Row for so long in my life, I honestly didn't know the real one today. I go Squid Pro Row, and she was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "You know squid, squid. No,
oh my god,
the one where it's like it's supposed to be this, but then you give it back." And she goes, "Quid pro quo," and I was like, "Yeah,
Squid Pro Row,
Squid Pro Row." And then, so there's actually like a glass, like section in front of like where she sits.
Uh-huh.
And I was kind of just like running up to the glass, like, remember that day at the academy? Think. And she was like, go away. I was really into Austin Powers mode today.
Oh man.
Okay, but this is the last one I'm going to give you. And you're going to say, fuck, you are right. This is the jam. Let's go to the mall today.
Oh, yes.
Dude, I don't know how much I jammed that song when that episode first aired.
To the mall.
The mall. Today. So, that was a cool question, and I'm glad that you were like, I have answers.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Oh, man. That was fantastic. Can I burn this pair of pants now?
Yeah, let's scrape this shit pancake off this podcast.
Thank you.
All right, folks. You know the drill. Tell your friends about us. Help us grow. Don't forget to subscribe to us on your favorite platforms so you never miss an episode. We release weekly every Monday, each and every one. If you get a second to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, that would really, really help. And every time you do it, Mr. Apple himself gives us each $1,000 right out of his pocket.
Woo! Then you guys need to get to doing that, because I could use that.
Please, immediately.
Please, immediately. We need help. While you're out there getting us $1,000 a pop for every 5-star rating.
Fucking wish.
You can find us and friend us on social media. We are at YMBTOAP on Twitter and Instagram. That stands for You Must Be Thinking of Another Podcast. Be sure to also like and follow our Facebook page. Subscribe to our YouTube, where our shows go live every Monday as well. And don't forget to check out our Twitch. We're getting really active on there. That's where we take out punishment for losing a bet on each other. We go, ha, you don't know this like I do. Play this game.
Exactly.
So we've done 2 as of now. We are looking for an awesome third bet for one of us to lose on and play some more awesome games for you guys.
Yeah, what do you want us to bet on, guys?
What do you want us to bet on? What's a game you'd like to see? Maybe there's a game that you're like, I don't want to really own it, but I want to see it. And if we have it, we'll play it for you.
For sure.
That's fine. You can email us all of those suggestions at ymbtoap@gmail.com. Send us that listener mail. We love the listener mail. We love getting and reading that shit. It's full of so much good stuff.
Makes me so happy.
Sometimes we get some mail that, like, makes me think for days.
I know. We've got one in the oven right now that I've been, like, ruminating on. I can't wait to get to it.
Like, honestly, do you know how much it has bothered me that you hate mascots for food things? That I did not know that. And it literally bothers me.
I hate
it bothers
mascots.
me. And see, I only learned that because of you guys. So thank you. Write us some weird questions. Let us learn more about each other.
Yeah, keep it coming. Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. You have got to go follow this guy on YouTube. He came out with 4 new songs in the past week. 4.
Yeah, you were just like pumping them out at me like, look, it's another! Look, it's another!
Jamming his shit. He released one called Kobold Bandit Camp yesterday. I'm about it. You've got to listen to it.
Okay.
It's fucking good. As always, thank you for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question.
How much shit can your cat wipe all over the place?
So much. I bet it's just so much.
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right.
Okay.
Podcast voice. Podcast voice on. Professionalism engaged.